kindergarten this week what that means. What does it mean to be humble? What does it mean, a non-example maybe, of being humble? And so today we're going to try to teach that to you. We actually are learning a Bible story. Boys. We're actually learning a Bible story this week that, as many of the Bibles show humbleness in our stories. This week we're learning about Elijah and the prophet, and how Naaman went to the prophet and said, oh, I made a mistake. You know, you told me to go on the river and I wasn't going because I'm so proud. And once he did, he came back and he was humble and he said, I made a mistake. I should have listened to you. You are the one true God. So we've learned a lot about that this week as well. So let's look at the definition first of being humble. Humble, being humble in spirit, not proud, not pretending to be important. So it's okay to be proud of your accomplishments. It's okay to celebrate if we flip off the chart, but not in a boastful manner. Our Bible verse that we worked on and talked about this week is, as well as part of the challenge verse, is humble yourself before the Lord, and he will lift you up. So we need to think in our hearts when we do something. Are we doing it for someone else? Are we doing it for ourselves? So do we want to say, well, I want to do something that's going to make me look great, or I want to do something that's going to show off my talents, or I want to do something so that others will see how cool I am, or I want to do something so others want to be like me. The problem with that is, what did you hear me repeat a lot? What word? I. And that's not lifting anybody else. That's not showing God that we're here for him. It's selfish. It's selfish ambition. And when we have selfish ambition, it's not lifting and glorifying God. It's all about I and me. And so we're going to learn a little about what that means. So the next slide is the non-example of humble, is boastful. And to be boastful is being a braggart or having an overinflated sense of pride. A person who is constantly talking about his own accomplishments. Look what I did. Look how great I am. Look at my place. It's an example of someone who would be described as boastful. Okay, so right now, kindergarten is going to put on some skits for you, and we need your help. Okay, we're going to challenge you to see if you can differentiate, or you can see what they're showing. Are they showing someone who's being humble and not worried about I or me, or someone who's being boastful? So what you're going to do for us, after each skit, I'm going to say, were the students being boastful? So show me, if they were being boastful, what are you going to do? Because boastful is kind of a non-example of what we want to do. Or you're going to show me humble. You're going to show that the students were humble. Yes, they were humble. Okay? So you're just going to show boastful or humble. All right? In our skits. Okay, so skit number 1. Can I have Jeremiah and his dad come up, please? And take your spots. There you go. So Jeremiah came running home from school. He had got an A+ on his quiz. He thanked his dad for helping him study the night before. Action. All right, good job. So show me, was Jeremiah boastful or was he humble?
Humble.
He was humble because he didn't say, look what I did. I got an A. It was all me. He glorified someone else. He brought someone, lifted someone else up and said, wow, Dad, thank you for helping me achieve this. So he was being very humble. Let's go to our next skit. Let's have Abby and my girls take the stage, please. Mia and Layla are going to be part of our skit. So Abby looked around at the girls in the classroom. None of them had a nice dress as she did. She couldn't wait for someone to notice, so she told everyone how pretty her dress was. Action. All right, thank you, good job. Was Abby being boastful or humble? Boastful. She wasn't saying, she was thinking, how can I lift myself up? Not how can I lift the others up? So she was boastful. Thank you for the non-example. Can I have my next actors up? Our next skit. Can I have Aiden and